morning, good morning. Hope everybody's having a good morning in the markets. Hopefully it's good morning. Okay. Wit. Getting a little push. Hopefully it continues. What do we have for levels? Thousand contracts in the 920s. Are we going to the 920s, maybe? 281 in 912s. 600 contracts in 917s. Just crazy numbers. 1,000 contracts in 920s. So we will see. See what we get. little higher. Touch the VWAP. Could go higher than that too, but don't want to go too crazy. Not looking to go too crazy. $145 left on the 5 minute. Probably take it there. This one we'll try to let it run a little higher. Let's put it down a little bit. $45 seconds left in the 5 minute. $1,000 contracts at 920, 600 contracts at 917, 231 contracts at 915, and 280 contracts at 912. So, not saying it got to go up, but looks like it wants to run up that way a little bit. At least maybe to 913s. So we'll see. See how this candle reacts here at the VWAP. 3 seconds till the new 5 minute. So squeeze through or start pulling back. If it starts pulling back pretty good, we'll probably just get out and wait to re-enter after this little bull flag sets up. We'll give it a second. A lot of contracts sitting up there, so. We got to squeeze over the VWAP. We'll be good. And if we do, we'll probably look for a bull flag setup over the VWAP, maybe dip below a little bit and look to continue. But we do have low down here that we didn't touch, so I don't know if we're going to. We'll see. We will see. Looks like it wants to push up, but it might pull back a little bit. I'm gonna take that off. Then we're gonna see if we're gonna set up. Kind of looking for like down around here somewhere. Maybe back to the 9. If we get that, we'll take another long. Rough day in the market yesterday. Got tore up pretty good. It's refunded. Apex account's gone. 3 or 4. 4. Which cost me way too much money, which was nice. Blew them up trying to trade that. Terrible, terrible price action yesterday. Oh my god. It was so bad. Market was friggin' terrible. And I kept trading it. Stupid. And I did the same thing on Monday. I blew up 2 on Monday, 2 funded ones, and I blew up 2 funded ones on Tuesday. So now to teach myself a lesson, I'm trading a test one again. It's my pittance. I still got 4 past Apex ones to fund yet, but I wanted to fund them with one of my past ones. So I'm making myself pass another one, then fund that, then get a payout on that one, then fund these. It's my plan anyway. I don't know if it's gonna work, but that's what I'm thinking. You can't just keep pissing away money on these fucking blowing these accounts. Doesn't make any sense. Why even do it? This might just squeeze. There's a lot of liquidity sitting up there. They pulled the contracts at 9/12s. Coach Knut, the market traded terribly yesterday. Wow. Yeah, it really did. Yesterday and Monday for me. Like I said, I blew up 2 on Monday of my funded Apex ones, and I blew up 2 more yesterday. And a take profit trader yesterday. And I have a trade day that I had really down from yesterday. It's like no drawdown. There's like 389 left in it. But I knew it. Like I could see like how terrible the market was, but I still traded it. Stupid. I shouldn't even bothered. Trade and chop besides, you know, right? But it always seems like that for me. Like seems like every time I pass a bunch of accounts and I go and fund them, that's when I get like, and the market's always chop. It never fails. It always seems like it's always chop. I'm sure it's like that for a lot of people too, right? But oh no, you're not saying that. You're trying to repeat what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. No, I totally agree. Yeah, 100%. I got to be able to differentiate chop and normal price action. You know, obviously I know how to do it. I've done it tons of times. I can pick it out, but certain times I just can't. Right? And I don't know why. Like the other day, I got it down, looking for a breakout of it, but it was just ranging, right? It was a little range. And I was looking for a breakout, and it didn't work. So it's like, what do you do? Like, this is what I like, kind of like in the mornings. A little sweep of stuff. Start moving. I like that. Probably what mostly I trade the pre-market. Yeah, for sure, Coach Knut. Yeah, freaking right. Somebody with your experience, definitely. Did you join the Discord? I don't know if you did or not. You're probably talking there. Where is the Discord thing? What's that? surprised it's not up. I normally got it up. I'm always on the lookout for guys who are new and love what they're doing. They have a true passion. You seem to have it. Oh, dude, I love trading. Trading is the best. Love everything about it. Pat's got something up here. No, there's nothing wrong with trading, man. Just silly mistakes. Like, I get so close to it now compared to before. It's like you're almost there. It's just like a couple little things I'm missing. Once I got that, I'll be fine. I need to recognize chop more, I guess, is the biggest thing. And like when the market's rippy, you know, in the morning, or you see it already, the market's already chewing up stuff, chewing up people. It's wicking too much. It's like, why be in it, right? Let's see here. Oh, it's on this one. I wonder. Yeah, I put a link, Coach Canute, into the for the Discord in there. I always say it's a hard way to make easy money, but you go through it hard to get easy. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta go through it, you know. And that's the thing, like getting so close with it. It's like it's not like it was before. Before it'd be like, oh, this is impossible. Now it's like, no, I can do it. When the market, but I just gotta realize or recognize when the market is going too crazy for me. Like when the market is good. Well, anybody can make money when the market's good, right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, right? Like that's why I got this set up here, kind of like this little bear flag or bull flag, sorry, because I was in long here, took a trade up first here, whatever, for $93. After I seen this starting to consolidate, pulling up, wicked, but it wasn't really showing me that it wanted to go down anymore. Plus, we had these lows down here. I thought we were going to sweep them at first and come take this 874, but we didn't. So I just thought, okay, now it might pull back a little bit lower, come down, touch this somewhere, and then start looking to continue up, right? Make a lower high, I guess. Or high low, sorry. Like, I like setups like that. I don't mind it, right? Like, we're right here at the VWAP. You know, we don't have to come back. It could just keep pushing because a lot of liquidity sitting up there that it might want to take. In my eyes. That's how I look at it. Now, do I think it comes down here? I do think it does. I do think it does. Right, I think we come down, test the top of all this, maybe stick around a little bit, maybe even a little lower, but then look to move up. Hopefully don't move too fast. Sometimes it'll just come down a little bit here, stall, and then just keep ripping. But that's the kind of little setups I like, right? Basically bear flags and bull flags, support and resistance. That's all I really trade, right? And I use haramis every now and again, like 5-minute haramis. Like even on this now, if we had a big, say a big white candle come down here into this and close in this fair value gap. We had a new candle come down, go below it, come back up and close inside. I would look to take a long on the close of that candle to the top of this candle, right? But besides that, yeah, it's basically bull flags and bear flags, support and resistance. And obviously I'll look at higher time frames and like see where they're reacting at certain key levels, right? Besides that, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Right? Like if you look at the higher time frames now, there's an uptrend. You know what I mean? When it comes to the hourly or the 4 hour, right? Daily's got a big old W reaching for the all-time highs. So now does it pull back, or does it just keep going? Right? The trend is up. If you look at the higher time frames. You know, we had a dip, but we got bought right back up. This big green bar on the hourly with a big wick. Bulls and Bears. No, I figured that's what you meant. I was like, ball team and beer team. Sounds like a good baseball game. Yeah, I know. That's totally true too. You can't rely on 100%, but it was at key levels is what I think, right? Like it was hitting certain spots, you know, and there's a lot of support and resistance there. I think we do, even on the higher time frames, get a bit of a reaction. I think that would convert over to a bigger move on the smaller time frames. That's how I kind of look at it anyway. And of course, you know, volume, like where there's a lot of orders sitting on Bookmap. I look at that too. Now it doesn't always mean it's going to go there, but a lot of times when there's not a lot of movement in the market and there's a big pile of contracts sitting somewhere, it's going to try to make its way to it. It seems to anyway. Like you said, it is an auction, right? So if there's more buyers or sellers in key areas, it's going to want to move there. It wants to make deals, right? Yeah, I know what you're saying. We take it to highs and the lows. Yeah, that's true too. Uh, 34 in the 9. 34 is the orange one, and the 9 is the one here. But the crazy thing about the 9 is, what I've noticed, I don't know why I don't do it more, but when I have it on the 5-minute, as soon as it starts getting below the 9, and it really sets up below it, wait for a little push above it, and when it starts, you can literally stay below that 9 and just ride it down until it starts getting back above again and establish itself. And once it establishes itself, you can take a long. The 9 is, I don't know. Well, I guess it does with a lot of them, but the 9 seems to do it a lot. Right? Like even on 15, once it gets above or below, it just stays. I'll use 34 too. 34, what I came up on there once was a lady named Rocky Horner. She created 34 bands, which I loved for a little while. Yeah. Yeah, 34 is good too, man. I like the 34. Yeah, 34 always holds. It's always like it's hitting its head off it. The problem with moving averages, people know them for their number, but don't actually understand what it is. Like estimated moving average? Or exponential moving average? Wasn't it just the average price over the last so many candles or whatever? That's what I always thought it was. Pretty sure it is. Specific period. Yeah. Financial estimate of a specific period. Long traders invest in smooth output functionality. Then for long-term trends, market by smoothing. Yeah, smoothing the data. Right? Yes, they know the definition, but they don't really relate to trends in any sense. It's just kind of like it's there, but it's not seriously there. Well, yeah, it's true too. A lot of people really don't think about it, I guess. But I just find like the 34, the best thing about it is it hits its head off it a lot of times. Like it'll run into it, or it'll get stopped at it, or just below it, and you know what I mean? It always seems to. 34 is good too. 9's obviously a lot quicker, but like it always takes a moment to get through the 34. Like it'll give you kind of a little hint. Like now, like I was waiting for this to pull back down here a little bit, but probably not gonna get it because it's gonna. It looks like it wants to push up to those. To that level where the 1,000 contracts are at around 920. So do you ever use the crossovers like the 250 or anything like that, Coach Canoe? A lot of people swear by that, but I never did. I never did try it. 50s and 200s and everything else of that. I didn't know that. Two through 34, but a lot of people just use one level and don't understand 34 is a battle line or bulls and bears exchange. I did not know that. I did not know that about 34. See, that's why you got to join the Discord, because then we can talk, like you said. Tell me all your interesting facts. But I did not know that, no. Like I said, 15 years, right? It's a long time. You learn a lot of things. Alright, we're hoping for this to come a little bit down here. Back down around the 900s, but I don't think we're going to get that. It's going right for that level, all those contracts sitting up there. The winner takes over the trend. Well, that would make sense, right? Yeah, that definitely would make sense. Look at this here. Off the 34. How many wicks and bounces is that? Swept it, then took off up. A lot of people use the 9. That's a short-term turnaround. Then they use the 20. Then by the time you get to the 34, that trend is starting to fall apart. Oh. That's smart though. Like, yeah, that's basically what I use the 9 for. Like, I watch the 9 because it always does it. It always, like, once it gets back through it and closes above it, and might come back down a little bit, but once it sets up there, it'll kind of, like, this might come back down, touch the 9 now, or the next candle, but it's probably just going to keep continuing until it gets a candle closed below it, and then another wick up and come back down inside. I've watched it do it, I don't know how many times. So to use the 9 to figure out short-term turnaround, then to use the 20. What did it say? Then to use the 20. Then by the time you get to 34, that trend is starting to fall apart. Well, I guess not all the time. Like, not like this. Like, because we're at the 34 now. But we did hit our heads a couple times off the VWAP. Yeah, we try not to use the word always. Yeah. In trading, because we know everything is probability. Yeah, exactly. We're not sure 100% of anything, but we know where the probability areas are. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that's true. Like these little morning, like sweeps and moves, when they play it now, not always, obviously, but when they start happening, there's a high probability they're going to continue. Right? It just seems to work that way. Like that's what I figured here. We might get a pullback back down to here, back to the 900s, maybe a little lower, then look to continue. But with all those contracts sitting up there, like they're taking out a lot of them now. They took it all the 200s, but they're moving them up higher now. So there's 600 contracts now sitting up at the 935s. So they're starting to move everything up. Right? When it's 34 was the point. Oh, okay. When the 34 is pointing up or down, let's say you're looking at the clock, like at 2 o'clock angle, that trend is not end yet. It's a flat. Oh, okay. So you're saying whichever way the 34 is pointing, you're thinking like, then, okay, that trend isn't finished yet, so it's going to continue until the 34 is flat? Is that what you're saying? So now you think the downtrend isn't finished yet, if that's that case. If that's what I am interpreting what you're saying. And is that just on higher time frames, or that's like 5 minute? Or is it like 15? Right? Because now it would be pointing down, so wouldn't that be the start of this trend if that's the case? Like I said, there are 3 levels to the 34. You got a 34 high, 34 low, and a 34 close. They all work together. You only have a single 34, so I can't read it just based on one. So is there, what are you saying? Like there's a indicator you can get that's got all the 34s, the 3 34s on it? Is that what you were saying earlier? I gotta look at this. 34 bands. Okay, do we have 34 bands on this? Let's just see here. Take your time, computer. I got 34 bands here. So now, is this what you're talking about? These are EMAs. But it's only 2 bands. It should be 3 bands, right? This can't be right. There's no way. Oh, okay. Renko. I don't know what Renko is. Right? Shows how much I know. Renko. Now I gotta look it up. See? Oh my god. My god. Okay, so what technically is this then? ATR. ATR period. Just a bar style, yeah. Do you find that helpful? So you just, as long as the color stays the same, you just stay in. Is that how it works? It's interesting. I don't use the ATR on it, I just select my own bars with, oh okay. Said it's about 12 when it's slow and probably goes up to 5 when it's fast. Okay. Yeah, look into that. It's definitely interesting. Hello.
You live?
Yeah, it's my daughter. Yeah, but it's definitely interesting, Coach Canute. Like I said, I shared a link to the Discord, so join up in the Discord, man. We'll have a chat. Nobody cares what I'm doing.
Right?
Good talk. I know. Have a good day. See ya. $753 contracts at the 920s. I hated it at first when I started being consistent. Yeah. I was like, wow. I agree. No, that's true. Like, once you start making money off it, you know what I mean? Why would you care? Right? If you don't like it. But if it works, I guess it would keep you in a trade longer, though, right? Like, the way you would look at it. Like, that's how I would see it. It's like, I wouldn't get out until I see it turn. I'd be like, nope, staying in it. Feels like we're just going to keep pushing up here. I was hoping we're going to get a little pullback. Look very simple, and that's what, yeah. That's what's exciting, but what it does is reduce the noise and allows you to concentrate on what you're seeing. It's not simple at all. Well, yeah. Well, it's like, what's those other candles? What are they called? Why am I not thinking of that? Is it Rami? No, not Rami. It's, why can't I say it? Where's it to? Right here. Yeah, those. Whatever they are. Hakanashi. I can't even say it. Hakanashi candles. Like, everybody swears by them too. They love them. Right? Hakanashi. I can't even talk. Terrible morning. Yeah, but people stay in the trade longer because it's just green or red longer, right? Just makes you want to stay in there. Right, this is going to continue. They moved the 1,000 contracts now up to the 940s, so like I said, I got in here for $93. I was hoping for it to pull back down to here and get in again, but leave your settings on and try putting it at 12 tech, because when it asked you for size, it's in ticks. Put 12 and let's see how it looks on your chart. Okay. See here. you talking about brick size? So there's number of bricks on the Renko candle overlay, like the inputs. Yes. And keep set it for a 1 minute time frame. Keep a backup chart so you can compare the two. I have to use two charts for a while before I got used to it. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna set it on 12 and go to a 1 minute. Okay, let's see. Well, you think about it, you know, we got a bull flag there. If we would have got in here and held it, right, until the candle, until it turned a different color. Oh, okay, okay. We're gonna get that squeeze now, aren't we? Fucking thing. I honestly think this is going up. Maybe I should put my Apex count on this. Why is it not connecting? What kind is this? Oh, maybe I don't have the freaking stupid add-ons. Yeah, everything's on. Why wouldn't Apex connect? What time do we have? Do we have any news? 8:45. Yeah. Some news. No, that's PM. What am I doing? 9:15. So why isn't my Apex? Okay, so now it says connected. Okay, so we're connected now to our trading view. So you're saying the background chart, you should put it as a 5 minute? Leave your backup chart on like a 5 minute. Time period here. think I got this up. Why are those now signed out? Oh, because I got that trading view going. That makes sense. Minute. This is 4 hour. Looks like it's pivot point up on the 960s too. I'm watching your Renko over in the other one too. And once I see everything start going blue again, I'm getting long. We're gonna test it. Have a good day. See ya. Careful. Is this just gonna be a new leg up here? Yeah, Coach Canute, you definitely know your stuff, buddy. 15 years. It's crazy. I'd like to know half what you know. Yeah, we didn't get a pullback all the way last time. That we want it back to this little fair value gap, little imbalance. Try to get it within 2 bars of changing those bars. It can move very fast depending on the time. It's not gonna like 1 bar, 2 bar. Yeah. So you try to get it within 2 bars. You think this will pull back? See, I like to see this pull back. And I like to see it, like our bars are changing now. So I kind of like to see this pull back first though. Alright, with lots of time left on this 5 minute candle, this could just keep squeezing. And they keep moving all the liquidity now. They got it from, it was at the 920s, now they got 1,000 contracts sitting up at the 940s. So as they keep moving this up, they got 600 contracts at 935s. They're just going to keep going with it, I'd say. Remember, think about the tick movement. So basically that's 3 points a bar. 3 points a bar. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, because it's 12 ticks, right? Yeah. Are we going to get a little bit of a pullback? I don't know. Hard to say. And if we do, I don't want to leave too big of a wick. Then we'll probably pull right back down to this. Doesn't always happen, but it seems like it happens like that a lot. So that Renko, what's that measure? It measures the ATR, is it? ATR. Remember, there's a pre-bar before the bar goes to its... Yeah. Yeah, so now it just went to its solid color. On the 1 minute. Seconds left on this 5 minute. You can use ATR. ATR just helps you with your bar size. In that current chart, ATTR forms your bar for you. Oh, okay. So I'm going to try to wait for this to form another bar. And then I'm going to try to look to get into it. Not crazy size. If we... What is this? 15 minute here. It's not really a head and shoulders, but pretty far. Got a weird shoulder. It's gonna come back down or not. Probably not. Probably gonna keep squeezing up. Like I said, we got all those contracts up there. 1,000 contracts at 940s, 600 contracts at 35. So got up to the 22s. Not really getting a pullback. And I was long down here. I was going to leave it, but I was like, nope, I'll take it off. Be smart this time. Wait for it to come up to around the VWAP. Wait for it to pull back to this fair value gap, then look to enter again. But it never came back. It just kept going. Didn't come back for me. So now we had this little fooling around with the VWAP to come back down. Almost touch it, maybe back down to the 50% here. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I gotta wait. I can't just jump in, right? I should have stayed in. That would have made more sense. But I was like, no, because I've seen this happen so many times. Get up here to the VWAP. Be like, oh, we're going to push through, and then it fail. And then you lose the little profit you had, right? Because I was only going in small size, so I was only like 4 micros. So I'm like, yeah, I'll let it just go up, hit, get out, be careful for a change, and then wait for it to pull back, then re-enter, and go. But it just didn't pull back. It stalled at the VWAP for a little bit, but then it just kept going. So I'll wait for another one. Yeah, with this, all you would have to do is wait for the opposite bar, then close. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I almost want to enter a trade on this now because We had two different color bars go down. Now we got two closed. Well, one just closed and the other one's closing going up. So would it just keep going? You know what I mean? Would that be like something you would say, okay, just enter, like small size and just let it ride? Or would you wait for a pullback or something like that first? Yeah, it's true too, I guess. So wait for that pullback and then see if our bar changes color on the Renko and then enter it along with that. So then it will give you a high probability staying in until the bar changes color again. Right? That's what I think we're getting at. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it feels like. I don't know we're gonna get a pullback. Let's just keep running. Give me 1 second, guys. Gotta run it for 1 second, but I'll be right back. Right back. Did we get a pullback? No. Look at it. Just going higher. For right now, use your wrinkle. It's confirmation. Do what you normally would do. The way you can have transition. Okay. It's kind of like flattening out now on the Renko. Like it's still all blue bars, but well, no, actually, you got a couple little small ones here, so it's kind of like picking up like a little consolidation. That might be good for me figuring out when it consolidates instead of trying to get short or long all the time. If anybody else is new in here, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. If you need accounts, Take Profit Trader, please use code JW. That's my SPU for the day. Oh, and trade day, JWT. And that's it. Won't bug you no more. But yeah, on that Renko is starting to looks like a little consolidation a bit. Might be really good for figuring out a consolidation I'm always dealing with. Coach Canute, this might be really good. Anybody else new in here, you should be liking and subscribing, and also listen to what Coach Canute's saying here. It'll probably keep you out of some chop. Still got all those contracts sitting up there. I think when the 34 gets up around here, it always seems like pulls back on these little bull flags. Doesn't mean it's going to, but it's something I've observed over time. Yeah, but I think that'll definitely keep me out of some chop using that. So thanks, Coach Canute. Really appreciate that. We got 5 minutes or 4 minutes until new hour candles, so let's say we probably pull back a bit. We're going to continue up. We'll see. See if we get this little pullback for the new hour candle. 600 contracts at the 35s, 1,000 contracts at the 40s, 227 at the 42, and 176 at the 50s. $2:45 left in the 5-minute. Where's the hourly candle sitting? Might get a little pullback now. Excuse me. Do we get it? 110 left. Maybe we don't. Maybe the new hour pushes down. We're gonna see. Lots of time. Like I said earlier, entered here. Look at that. We got above that 9, man. We just stayed. Rode it up. We're going to push through all this, and we're going to dip. Kind of think we dip where we didn't dip before the close of the new hour, or the opening of the new hour, so I think we might dip here. Don't have to, but I think for it to continue, it's going to want to pull back a bit. I think so. 3 minutes left in the 5. Still got all those contracts up there. Nothing to do until it starts doing something. I traded me chart with the 1 minute and the Renko just going sideways, so I'm not gonna touch that. One minute left. It's 5 minute candle. Do we push down? I think we do. Maybe not. I just keep running. Or it might do nothing, right? Trading view chart says do nothing. We got news at 10 too, right? I know we got 9:45, I believe. Oh, 9:15. Whoever that is. But yeah, we got core PPI at 10, so that'll move it. Just grind higher till the 50s. No entry. Nowhere to get in. So that's it. Just wait. Hurry up and wait. Chart really does help with consolidation, though. A trading view chart. That wrinkle, because look, it's just, there's nothing to do. Just showing that it's just up and down. So that's probably going to help keep me out of a lot of range trades. Because I do be doing that. It's like, oh, it's breaking out, get long. Then it pulls back. Oh, let's get short. Done that too many times. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Really helps. Small channel. Huge help. Do this every morning. Pre-market. Oh, I should have stayed in. God. Right? It was in down here. After we got above the 9. Closed. Pulled back down below it. Got in. Well, I got in actually a little bit earlier, but I figured it was going to do that, and it did. Got it at a VWAP because I wanted to pull back down to this, maybe a little lower, and continue. But nope. It just continued. And it never gave me a spot to get back in. It's like, nope, you're done. You had your chance. We're going to get a sweep eventually. It's going to happen. Just got to wait. It's a grind day, man. It's grinding. It's gonna be a really funky head and shoulders on the 15-minute. Just pull back now. Sweep everything, come down to the neckline and just continue down. I don't know. Right? Could be calling it head and shoulders. It's ugly, but it's still head and shoulders. That's right. We don't know when you know. Then you do something. Yeah. No, I know. It's no point to jump in here and start going crazy. I do like that setup though in TradingView. That's really shows you the consolidation a lot better, I find. Although I guess it is basically just like the charts, but I don't know. It seems to keep it in your mind better. Not to get in. I know. Yeah, the long, yeah. I totally agree there. I just can't justify jumping in. I need a good entry, right? Like, I need a sweep. I need like a little pullback to take it this level, right? And probably get down around the 15s, 16s, or even dip down a little more, be even more better for me, but you know, need a little something. But along, yeah, oh, I agree. Yeah, definitely. With all those contracts sitting up there, it's definitely a long. Right? Still got 1,000 contracts at 940s, so I think. Actually, shouldn't even say think. Should say there's a high probability after if we get a pullback, or we might not get a pullback. Might just squeeze up there. I just think about how many people are, and probably are now, keep getting short, you know, as this grinds up. And it just keeps taking them out. Right? So I've done it before. Especially like areas where you think it's going to pull back. Everybody's like, oh, get short here, get short here, get short here. And it just keeps grinding and grinding. Right? And tears everybody up. Tears everybody up. You hear? Times like this, I miss my entry. Ultimately, I just want a good setup. I don't want to jump in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Need a setup. No, I agree. And I'm the same way. I can't justify jumping in and then getting tore up. And, you know, it's so easy, I find, to go on tilt with stuff like that, too, when you're dealing with it. You know, if you keep getting chopped up and you get into chop. That's what happened to me the other day with my, was it Monday or Tuesday? Well, both days. But mostly probably Tuesday. Because it just ripped me up. And every time I entered, it was absolutely wrong. And I wasn't waiting for a setup because I was mad then. And I was just going in bigger size. I was going in with 20 micros and trying to get back and do everything wrong that I know I shouldn't do. And, right? Like, doing it and knowing it's wrong and still doing it. Right? Like, that's that tilt mentality. It's like, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it. Because what? You're trying to get one win to try to make everything. It's like, I was up each trade. I would be up 400 or 500, but I wouldn't take profit. And I would just let it go back to zero. Then I would trade again, get up 400 or 500. If I would have did that the 4 times that I was doing it, I would have had all the money back. Or 3 times that I did it. You know? So, just goes to show you, it wasn't about that. You were trying to prove something to yourself or to the market, which is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. As soon as you come out of that haze, you're like, yeah, that's dumb. Why would I do that? Why would I even trade those accounts like that? Right? You go from being super cautious to like trading 3 to 4 micros, making 250, 150 a time, and you're like, okay, we're good per trade. Right? To going to 20 micros and, you know, just YOLOing it. So. But it catches you like that sometimes, and it does to me anyway. But I haven't done that in a while. I definitely haven't done them with funded accounts, but it was just, I think it was so long since I had my funded accounts all set up again. Like I had, I think 8 or something like that. And I was like, yeah, okay, this is going to be the time. And the days, like Monday and Tuesday, were just chop. You know what I mean? There was some good moves in there, but I never got any of them. But, yeah, it was just like, and then I just went on tilt with it and I just blew them up, right? You gotta control it, man. Because I was like, oh, it's gotta be a good day, right? No. Why does it have to be? It doesn't have to be. Seems like every time I do that, past accounts get funded. It's like, nope, the next 2 days are garbage. It's like a test of your patience, like Coach Canute was saying, right? So you should, you know, trade what you see. Don't get excited and force trades. Because that's no good. Hasn't worked out for me yet, anyway. Pulling the contracts at the 35s. I'm gonna probably move them up. I'm gonna probably move them up. Still got 1,000 at the 940s. Yeah, exactly, Coach Canute. Yeah, it's true. And that's the way you got to look at it, right? Like, I could fund, I still got 4 past PAs. I could fund them now. But it's not the point. I don't, like, that's why I'm trading this other test account. Is because right now, I'm trying to teach myself not to be stupid. Like, I don't want to go 3 days in a row failing like a PA. You know what I mean? Like, well, 4 in the last 2 days. So, you know, it's like, okay, get back to what you were doing right to pass them in the first place. And then try to trade like that from now on, right? Try to be more patient. Try to, because I can do fine to test, and I can do fine in the PAs too. I had PAs up over a bunch of times. But it's just, you gotta get that consistency. And I agree, yeah, like, it's a business then, you know, like, this is money that you're gonna be losing that you could be potentially taking out, right? So you can't just fool around, take any trade. If you wait long enough during a day, especially like Harami candles and stuff like that, you look for the proper setups, you're gonna get probably 1 or 2 a day. Like if I wait for the Harami candle to come down or go up, whatever scenario I'm looking for, but like with a good fair value gap, and I get one dip down below and get in at the close of that candle, I can make 400 or 500 a day, you know. But it's just, do I have the patience to wait all day? And you got to, right? Like, that's what it's coming down to now. It's like, you gotta wait for that. You can't, like, that's money, real money. Like, you're throwing away money, treating it almost like a test account, you know. You can't be so aggressive and try to get every move or every little move or force moves. And we all do it, you know what I mean? Well, not all do it, but a lot of people do it. But I think I was just focused in that test account mind state for so long. But when it came to PAs, I just acted the same way. But I'll get better over time. And I'm already better compared to what I was before. I find take profit trader ones are the hardest. Sounds like your plan is not technically driven. If it's technically driven, you do the play. Yeah, there's nothing to think about. Take your small loss and move on. Yeah, and that's exactly what I need to focus more on. I totally agree with that in a way, like, especially like when it comes to Ramis and everything else like that, or even bull flags, or bear flags. I know how I should be trading them. I should be waiting for it to come down, wick down. I should wait for the entire setup, wait for it to come back up to a key level where its probability is going to break out, and put my stop down below that wick. I know that, right? Do I do it all the time? No, but it needs to be, and I totally agree. Like, I should have it all, my risks all set in, everything set, and that's what I really need to start focusing on. Is that, because then it doesn't matter about the trade, like you said, right? It's just, this is mechanical now. Let this just do what it's doing, and if you lose, you go on to the next trade. If you win, fine, right? And that's the way it's supposed to be. But that's definitely what I need to do more. right? Because that's basically, like, if the trend is right, the bull flags and the bear flags are set up. There's no reason you can't make money off them, you know? And if you're not looking for huge amounts, the market will always run up 10, 20 points, you know, normally. If it's a good setup. But if you lose, like you said, it doesn't matter, right? Like, everything's technical. It's organized. You got all your stop, your risk, everything else. You know everything. That's what I'm supposed to be doing too, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm trying to do it moving forward. Especially when it comes to Harami candles and stuff like that. Seems weird, man. Harami candles, they just seem to work out. Like, almost every time. There's not many times they don't work out. So if I was smart enough to wait for them, I could literally probably just trade those and make money every day. Like, trade one mini on a Harami setup from a fair value gap, though, right? And I think there's no reason I couldn't make $300 or $400, maybe $5, maybe more. Well, whatever the size of the candle it depends on. It doesn't really matter what I make, but just trade it to the size of that candle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, right? Yeah, that's true. Pretend you're an employee. Right? Don't be the employee, be the boss, yeah. Yeah, no, it's true, man. You just gotta focus, right? Like, not every move is a trade. And we all do that. Like, a lot of us do that, right? Like, just when it looks too good sometimes, you know, it probably is. But yeah, I think technical is the way to go, and that's what I need to start doing. Is just look for my setups, see them, and just trade them. It's emotionalist because you have your stop, you have your take profit, you just let it go, right? Hit your stop, you look for the next one, you don't really care, and over time you just become more consistent. Because you'll lose, but you'll win too. Right? It's almost like therapy going on YouTube. Maybe that's what I do it for. Right? It's for psychology. Coach Canute, he's even a coach, for God's sakes. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, it is. Right? And I know the difference too, and that's the part that's frustrating. It's like, I know I should trade technically, right? And not, you know, just, oh, I see this looks like this is good. It was a high probability, and it is sometimes, don't get me wrong. Not always wrong, but if I just trade it technically, if I just trade it mechanically, you know, what would I have to worry about? It's either win or lose. It's the same trades over and over, and over time, you know, you'll just get better at it. But it's not even about getting better at it. You're just trading what you see, right? It's the structure. It's mechanically trade it. It's either win or lose. But everybody needs to get there, you know? Like, everybody needs to think like that. It's just like here. Like, look at this. Look what we've been doing for the last God knows how long. Right? What is this? Say basically an hour. Just been consolidating, you know? But we did get a little push up in that, but came right back down in that little tiny range and just stayed there. You know, so there wasn't really anything we could have done. Yes, it's still grinding kind of higher, and it probably will continue, but there's no sweeps, there's no anything to justify getting in. Like now we got 2 minutes until, or a minute 45 till new 30-minute candle, so we're probably going to move a bit. Maybe get our push up, and then maybe it sweeps down. I don't know, but join us at the 5%. Yeah, I'm going to have to. That's the plan. Mechanically from now on. I'm going to focus mechanical trading. Right? It's time. I've done enough of the fooling around. I've made money, but not consistently. I've built up, but not consistently, right? And then easily get tore down trading, you know, like chasing moves that you think, like, that's the worst thing. Trying to catch falling knives, or trying to keep shorting when it keeps moving up. Like, you know, I've done that so many times. Like, it'll drive you crazy. It's like, why am I doing it? But then luckily lately, for the last while, I've been catching myself when it comes to stuff like that. I'll make 2 trades, and I'll lose so much, and I'll be like, okay, why am I losing? What's going on here? Like, then I'll stop and look at the bigger picture and be like, oh, okay, that was dumb. Why do I keep doing dumb shit? Right? And then stop and wait for it, and then you still get the feeling like, oh, it's going to go higher, it's going to bounce here, but you just watch it, and it keeps going down. And then, you know, just kind of convinces your mind. It's like, oh yeah, well, dude, that was stupid. Why'd you keep doing it? Right? But you gotta see it. You gotta stop for a minute. Even though you want to take that long, you gotta stop and let it keep going down to show you. That's what I found anyway. My step counter keeps giving me a hard time. No, that's me chasing after I had a loss. yeah, exactly. No, I do the same thing. You know, well, I try not to as much anymore, but before, oh my god, I could blow an account in no time, right? Just trying to catch that, trying to see if it's gonna pop, right? Oh, it's gonna pop. It's gonna pop. It never does. Right? Sometimes you get lucky, and then that's even worse, because then it puts you in the mind state that, oh, well, it happened before, it might happen again, right? Belinda, yeah, like Coach Canute, like stuff he's saying, man. Like, he knows a lot of stuff. Revenge trading like it's no tomorrow, yeah. No, I know. I do the same thing. I get crazy with it, and that's what I did the last couple of days. You know, I had funded accounts, PA accounts, and just fucking, but the market was bad. Like, there was no rhyme or reason for me to trade, right? Like, I shouldn't have traded at all, and I knew that. I seen it in the morning when I came in. It was just chop, and it was like ranging chop, and I'm like, oh, I could probably make some money out of this, and I was like, no, you can't, right? But I thought I could, which is even dumber, but. It's like all that excitement was built up. I was like, finally got all my PAs and starting to get going, and right. Nope, didn't work out. But I do like that Renko in the trading view that Coach Canute was talking about. It helps you see the range, I find. Like this here little consolidation, we're in a little range bound setup here. Keeps you out of it. There's news at 8:30? Well, I'm in Newfoundland, so yeah, well, 9:15 is it? Okay, well, I don't know where you're to, but oh, you're asking where are you to? Well, all depends where you're to, but I know we got my time, Newfoundland time, which is an hour and a half difference from New York, is 10 o'clock, so it'd be, yeah, it would be 8:30. It's core PPI. So that's definitely going to move the market. So basically another hour will be news. So now what do we, is it just going to consolidate for an hour? You know what I mean? I'm going to change the name of the stream pretty soon. I'm going to change it to Coach Canute's psychology training ground. All right, everybody come in. Listen, this is how you do it. Focus, guys. Focus. But it is true. Take profit trader allowed. I think you can with a. Can you with a test account? I'm pretty sure you can, but I don't know if you can. I don't think you can with a funded account. No, you generally cannot trade major news events directly with Take Profit Trader account, as the rules require you to be out of all positions with no open orders for a period before, during, after scheduled high impact news, like FOMC statements, non-farm payroll, trading these periods. Yeah, but I thought you could with why do I think you can with a test account? I know you must be able to. Coach Canute, you still in here? Coach Canute would know. Can you trade news with a Take Profit Trader test account? Yes, you can trade news events on a Take Profit Trader test account. As a strict news rule, requires traders to be out of all positions. Yes, you can, and it says to be out. Okay, I'm just going to Take Profit Trader because it's getting annoying. It's easier just going to see them. See here. I'll start to get a little movement. Limit up, down. See me price, trading account. Rifle Nord, Troll, Shore, no, rule rules, intraday, news rules. There you go. All pro accounts must be out of all positions and have no open orders 1 minute before, during, and after the news event that follows FOMC, non-farm payroll. Yeah. In addition to these news events, following news events are prohibited specific instruments. Okay, crude oil, everything else of that. It doesn't say anything about test accounts, though. Why isn't it saying that you can? I'm pretty sure you can, because I think I did one time. No, maybe that's why I lost that account. Thought I blew it up, but I just traded news. Can you trade news with a tape arbitrator test account? It says yes, you can trade news on a take profit trader test account. As the news rule, which prohibits trading with a certain window around major applies only. Oh, okay, so it applies only to pro accounts and pro plus. So yeah, if you Linda, if you got a, I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to tell you something that's wrong. But it says as long as it's not a pro or a pro plus, you can. So. Great YOLO. Well, I don't know, right? YOLO it. Oh my god. Coach Knut's in here somewhere shaking his head. Right? We got all that liquidity taken out now. We had at the 50s and everything else. That's all gone. They took it all. 1,000 contracts sitting there. They're just moving it up higher. They got 753 or 54 contracts now at the 960s. So, and here I was, right? He's the master, and I'm just grasping. That's what I feel like when I talk to him. This makes me feel dumb. Right? It's like, yeah, you got to do this. It's like, oh, of course. Right? I was in down here. Tried to be smart. Get out. Wait for a pullback. And look what it's done. It just went. Sometimes you got to hold. We do have pivot points where to on the hourly up around 62s. So got 175 contracts in the 990s. God. What's this market doing? Just gonna pump. Maybe we're going for all-time highs. Maybe it's just gonna rip right through all this. 755 contracts down to 960s. Just keep moving them up. Just keep moving them up. We have some other news. We got some speaker. Yeah, 915. I don't know who that is. I don't even know where it's from. CHF. I don't care. If it's not US or Canadian, I'm not really too concerned. Well, Canadian. Doesn't really do anything anymore anyway. Our economy's pretty bad. Our news doesn't really matter. Look at it though. Look at it go. What a move. Crazy. Pulling liquidity at the 60s. Wonder where they're going to put it next. Right? Is it going to be higher? Could it be higher? 929 contracts now at the 990s. This is a joke. Come on. Just need a pullback, guys. Just a pullback. What do we got here? 950s. Get back down to the 30s somewhere. Or now, where it swept this, it's going to start coming down. This big old candle. $35 seconds left in the 5 minute. I kind of even don't trust this to give us a pullback, for God's sakes. We're waiting on a pullback now for a while. Or is it just gonna come right here, like a little dip in, and continue? Because it does that a lot too. Oh, Linda, if you're still here, there's a link in the chat. Where to? Somewhere. For the Discord, too, if you wanted to join that. Yeah, right up here. Trying to get Coach Canute to join up in there so he can share all his secrets. Well, we got Pat in there too. Pat's normally here too. I didn't hear from Pat. Pat's always putting good stuff in there. You never know, it might be something that might help you out. So it's worth a shot. Wow, she looked at that Renko chart and I haven't looked at it in a little while. Straight up. Coach Canute, you still here? Did you make any money off that move? Did you get long? Because technically that is a pullback. It's just not enough, right? It's not enough of a pullback. Couldn't justify that. I don't know. Maybe I could have. $400 on that. Nice move. Good job. Yeah? Did you get that little bull flag? Good job, Linda. Awesome. $400. Nothing wrong with that. That's really good. Right, it was a nice move too. I don't know. For me, I needed more. I wanted more of a pullback. I wanted to sweep a little bit more. But hey, nothing wrong with it. That's good. You can do that. That's awesome. There's a pivot point up there at 62s on my Trademate chart. $930 contracts at the 990s. So give me a pullback, please, so I can enter this. I don't want to pull back down to here and then continue. Five seconds left in the 5 minute. I think we might get our pullback here. Finally, after all the waiting. Might. $9.29. Yeah, that's perfect. That's like a good bull flag. You seen it better than me. I was looking for more of a pullback, but yeah, that's perfect. What's wrong with that? Awesome job. Yeah, really good. Lyndon, don't forget to like and subscribe. And use code JW for Take Profit Trader. Small code. JWT for Trade Day. You trade them. I got a link too for Elite Trader Funding in the comments. If you ever need any of those. Only, like, I only get them when they're like 90% off. They're dirt cheap. So I get them and I just use them for, well, if I pass them, I pass them. But if I don't, right, it's like 16 bucks American. So when they're 90% off. They're basically like Apex. Except you got to trade them for 5 days to pass them. Look at this. Don't you squeeze up there. Come down a bit. Yeah, but that's an awesome entry, Linda. Like that. Right, and that's only if you need cheap accounts, you know what I mean? If you need something cheap to use, you want to fool around a bit, or you want to stay away from your funded ones, right? That's what I use them for sometimes. Pick up 2 or 3 of them. Don't touch my funded and just trade them. Blow them up and be like, see? That's why we didn't trade our fundeds. It's good if you got that itch. Are we gonna get our pullback? I think we will. What do we got left? We got 6:55 until new hour candle, so it's gonna move it. I hope we pull back before, then we continue up to the 990s. with that 930 contract sitting up there. That would be crazy to get that, like, pre-market, right? I can't see us getting that right now. Like, maybe with the news at 10, but there's no way. It's like what? All-time highs where? 24,000, like 85 area. So, yeah, we're like up there, you know. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is after having all that grind for the last while, is this just going to come down now? Little bounce here and just continue down and sweep all this, because it does that a lot, right? I'm in Malaysia. It's almost 8 p.m. Oh, okay, nice. Is it hot there? I'm in Newfoundland, so it's 9:25 here. AM. All year round, eh? Nothing wrong with that. We're just getting into the fall here. Pretty soon now it'll start cooling off. It's already getting a little cooler, but pretty soon now, yeah. In another month or so, we'll have snow. And where I'm too, on the west coast of Newfoundland, we get a lot of snow. We get buried. Everybody comes from all around the island in different places to skidoo here. Because you can go up in the mountains and it's just buried in snow. Like snow everywhere. Yeah. Oh, really, eh? Yeah. Don't miss the snow. No, I don't blame you. No, I do not blame you for not missing it. I don't know, though. Christmas time. Gotta have snow. I'm so used to it. Right? I don't know if I'll be able to give it up Christmas time. But besides that, all the rest of the winter, yeah. No, I'm good. Yeah, well, I started the YouTube channel. When did I start that? I started it like a year ago, and then I started. At first, I was going live all the time, and I started building up a little bit. And then I stopped, and I was just doing like little update videos, and I was like, well, might as well just do this, like go live all the time, right? Instead of just having updates, right? I like your trading stream time. Yeah, well, it works out for you. That's good. You know, that's really good. But yeah, I normally trade all the pre-market, and I trade a bit of the open sometimes. Like, all depends how down I am. I'll trade the open a little bit, like the opening range breakout in that New York, right? But yeah, no, we do it every morning now. So yeah, like and subscribe, join up if you didn't already. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do this every pre-market because I'm trading anyway. You know, I'm always looking at the market, so why not be live with other people talking about trading, right? Because I used to watch some streamers too, and then they all stopped trading in the pre-market and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Right? So I was like, you know, why not just trade now, and then everybody can come on and watch, and you got some place for everybody to come to, right? Does everybody else give it up? So I said I might as well do it. It's like somebody's got to do it. It's nice, not many stream Asia session. Oh, okay, so it's Asia session right now. Were you two? Now I'm curious. Getting our pullback. How far did we come down? We got left 415. Is that 31? I don't say we go that low. Never know though. Oh, okay, perfect. Well, yeah, will be daytime for you, I guess, right? Yeah, no, that's awesome. We're gonna bounce that quick. 135 contracts at 24,000. 930 contracts at 990. So, oh, I don't want to go that fast. I want a little more pullback. Maybe I'm looking for too much pullback. Alright, we came down to 9. I feel like if I enter this, it's gonna dip. I'm debating on it. I feel like I should. I feel like it continues. This is really our first pullback since this big move. So why wouldn't it continue, you know? And Coach Canute's not here to chat at me if I make a mistake. I should look at the chart he was talking about. Yeah, like it was down, now it's going blue. It's too blue. If you enter long, all short. Yeah, there you go. Somebody will make money anyway. I'm gonna try it. You go short. Good luck. I'm not having a big move here. I think it's gotta push, right? But now we do have a pivot point up around the 62s, I think, on the hourly. So So see how it reacts at 62s. Remember, we got 990 contracts sitting at the... No. Is it 990? Yeah, it is. Oh, they pulled them. Ooh, they pulled the contracts up there at the 990s. There was 900 contracts or something like that. Now we're coming up to the 62s. Do we squeeze through it? No, I'm gonna take it off for $80. Did you go short? No. Well, smart move. No, I figured. 62, see? I chickened out of that because pivot point. I probably shouldn't have. Pull back a bit. Give me another spot here. Right, so 62s, even around 52s, be 10 points pull back from that pivot point. What time we got? 9:35. 25 minutes or so until we got that PPI, core PPI. So that's gonna definitely go crazy in the market. It's gonna drive. I say we're going for all-time highs. I can't see us not going. Like we might dip down a bit, but I think we're gonna go for the highs because we're so close to them, right? And normally when the market's at all-time highs and it gets up around the top, it always keeps, it seems like it wants to go for the highs all the time, always wants to go higher. I don't know for sure, but that's what it seems like. Now what did I say, around 52s? Yeah, I'm really surprised they pulled all them contracts up there. The 900 contracts up there. The 990s. Why, I wonder? Did he just wanted to consolidate now until the news? Maybe? Right? They kept moving them contracts up all morning. Then all of a sudden they pulled them. Now they got 96 contracts at the 24,000s. It's interesting. Makes you think, right? Like they were doing it since the 920s. That's when they had the first lot of contracts. I think it was 300 or 400 contracts, whatever it was. But they had it here. Then they moved it to the 40s. Then they moved it up to the 60s. Then they moved it to the, I think it was the 90s. Right? So they were just drawing up all this market all morning. Excuse me. Now it's basically 25 minutes until the news, and they got rid of all those contracts. So is it going to keep going up, or is it going to start consolidating? Right? That's how I look at it. Doesn't mean it's right, but Where do I see the numbers? On Bookmap. The numbers for the contracts, you mean, Linda? Talking about the contracts, yeah, it's on Bookmap. And you can bring it up just on YouTube. People got, you know what I mean? For the NASDAQ and for everything else of that. Instead of going buying it or anything, I wouldn't bother with that. I just don't want to know where they're all sitting, right? Like, that's the biggest thing. Yeah, there's a bunch of them on there. Just like NQ Futures Heat Map, right? Bookmap, whatever it'll show you. Just have it on and you can see all the levels where all the contracts are sitting, right? That's what I use anyway. And it seems to work, like especially when you get, like this morning we had them at the 920s and the 940s and it kept moving up the large contracts, right? And then the market kept following up all morning. So, you know, 20s, 40s, I think they had it at the 60s, then they moved it up to the 90s, then they pulled it, now they got 97 at the 24,000, so, you know, they just made it go up all morning, right? Draw on that liquidity. That's what it seemed like to me, anyway. Got 20 minutes till core PPI. So that's definitely going to move something. Market's going to probably go crazy. That's what I was wondering now. With only 20 minutes left, do we just consolidate here now? Until... We've done it before, right? I got that Renko chart up too on TradingView that Coach Canute was talking about. So once I see that start to consolidate again on that chart, then I'll just leave it. And just wait for it to start going up or down. Like I said, might not be able to do anything until the news now. Till we get the news. Right, because we're going to see here if we just start, like we had earlier, just start consolidating. You got the red, red, blue, blue, red, blue, you know, just chopping around. See if we're going to do that again here, because it's already kind of seems like it wants to start, but you don't know. It might not. So how long you been in Malaysia, Linda? And do you like it? How much time we got left? We have 15 minutes. I'm gonna run it for 1 second, guys. I'll literally be right back. Okay. Did we do anything? Came down. Good. Now, Coach Canute was saying too, a lot of times before like non-farm payroll, it'll pull back or it'll go in the opposite direction before it heads in the direction it wants. So maybe we'll get a dip down before it runs up. Maybe. $113 left on his candle. So let's see. See what happens. 30 seconds left. Probably should wait until news, maybe. It's only another 10 minutes. But this pushes back up after coming off that pivot point. Probably took a short off the pivot point. At the 50s, do we dip down a little more? Or is that it? $36 is right here at this 9 on the 15. Ten minutes till news. See how this reacts. Down around a 36 if we get down there. Might not. This might start squeezing back up. What do we have for contracts? 97 at 24,000. Not really anything else. So 97 sitting up here. I wonder. We get down to this 9 on 15. Let's start moving up now. Probably not going to do much till the news. So in basically 5 minutes. What's our Renko saying? Yeah, it's basically in a little range. Seconds left. I do like a long here, but we're so close to the news. Makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. Three minutes left till news. Left till news. We didn't sweep these lows down here either. Not saying we got to, but $155 left. I think it just runs up. Could be wrong. That's what I feel like. I feel like it runs. So close to the all-time highs, right? And again, that doesn't matter. $50. Nerve-wracking. Previous 0.9. Forecast 0.3. We're gonna see. Whoa, there it goes. My God. It was down though. Did it almost go to all-time highs? It did, and it come back down. Wow. Try a small trade here. Nothing big. Do we get to all-time highs? What is it? I said it was 485, right? Be interesting if we don't get to it. All-time highs at 24,085s. I know news wasn't great, but when it's that close to all-time highs, will it not go there? All right, 24,041 is the high. I don't know. I think it goes up. Could be wrong. I'm willing to risk a few bucks on it. We'll see. Give it time. Let's see what we're gonna do. What do we have for contracts? 1,000 contracts sitting at the 24,030s. A lot of contracts. Do we push back up there? And are they going to move them up? We're gonna see. $1,013 contracts at the 24,030s. going to take this off because I think it's going to get there, but I think it's going to come down here first. We will see. Do we dip down? I don't think we dump down because we're so close to all-time highs. But then again, who knows? Right? Could pull back. We're literally 40 points off the all-time highs, so. Thousand contracts sitting at the 23 or 2430s. I kind of want to be long here, but I don't know. What's our Renko saying? Renko saying probably long. Or just saying consolidation. I want it back to that 9 out of 5 before I look to enter. Let's see. Are we just gonna consolidate now until open? Hope not. 1,000 contracts sitting up at the 24,030s. I think we need to sweep down here first, down to the 80s. Look to move back up to the 30s. Take it those 1,000. We start moving back up to the 30s. They'll probably move them up anyway. All-time high is 24,085s or something like that. So, can we get that before open? Is the question. Can we get that before market open? $57 contracts at the 990s. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't. Maybe do nothing. The Renko over here is saying on the trading view that it's kind of consolidating a little bit here. So maybe we just stay here for a little bit. Right after a big pop like that, a lot of times you do it. Just stay in, just consolidate a little bit. Everybody get long, short. Everybody thinks it's a breakout, and it doesn't. It just stays there. Just runs back and forth, chewing up people's accounts. Everybody's pumped now right after the big move. Everybody's excited. So that's why it does it. They're all waiting for a breakdown, break up. It just doesn't go anywhere. And according to the Renko blocks here that Coach Canute showed me, they're just going blue, dark blue, light blue, dark blue, light blue. So it's not really setting up to go anywhere. It just looks like it's just sitting. I like to at least get down around on the 9 in the 80s to see a reaction, see for it to go long again. But like I said, I could just consolidate here. Trying to be patient. Let the market show me what it wants to do. Not me forcing trades. It's twice now. It looked like it was going out to the 85s and bounce back up. Looked like it was going to run up higher, bounce back, drop down. So be a little nervous, and like I said, the chart is telling us now on that Renko on the trading view is that it's in a consolidation kind of little thing here. Gotta tell Coach Canute next time I see him. Tell him his little his Renko little blocks are good for showing me consolidation. Normally, I'd be trying to trade this like a man. Taking longs, taking shorts. Not with funded accounts, but with test accounts, I definitely would. 'Yeah, this might be just this for now. We got 6 minutes, well, 5 minutes and 40 seconds until new hour candle, so I say we're gonna get something pretty soon. It's gonna pick some kind of direction. I'm saying I think it'll sweep the lows and try to move up, or sweep this down here, maybe even down around the 60s, and try to move back up, I'd say, for the new hour, maybe. So close to all-time highs, right? Like, I can't see it not moving up, but maybe everybody's thinking like that. Bounced off a pivot point up there at the 24,000s, 41s, so that's the reason for our little push down, I guess. Four minutes 35 left until new hour. Still just consolidating here. We got 220 until new hour candle, so that should move something. I like to see it sweep below before it, and then try to move up, but I don't know. Excuse me. Renko just consolidating here. So we get a sweep. Do we have any more news today, do we? 11:30. Final wholesale inventories. It's not really going to move the market. Big move on this one, though. God. What was that? 930. Yeah. It's like 100 points. So let's see. 1 minute left till new hour. I would like to see a dip. I would like to see a dip. What is this at? 93s? A lot of contracts hit upside. Got 500 contracts at the 35s, 500 at 40s, and 500 at the 45s. So where? 2:25 left in the 5 minute. Let's see. 1 minute left on the scandal. Can we wick back up? We can back up at 20 seconds. Left here. .145 left in the 5 minute. Do we push up? I'd like for it to squeeze a little quickly up here, but if we don't get it, I'm probably just going to get out. It's not moving fast enough. Needed to squeeze, and now it'll probably squeeze. I don't know. It kind of looks like it just wants a... I figured it was going to squeeze here. After we swept this little level we had, I figure we're going to get a little pop. Back up above it, maybe. Up around the 20s. That's all I was really looking for. It'll probably do it now that I'm out, but... kind of what I was looking at. There's 500 contracts at the 35, another 520 at the 40, and 512 at the 45. So I just figured we might start slow squeezing, get up over this, pull back a little bit, and just continue up for the highs. Got 17 minutes till open. Oh my god. Five seconds left on this candle. 5 minutes. And on the 15, we're going to close back up with a wick on the 15, so maybe pull back a little bit, but I might start trying to move back up for that 440 candle, for the 440 wick up here, but who knows. Try one more here for a squeeze up. All that liquidity sitting up there. Just got to squeeze before open. Take it off. So I think it might dip a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get off there now. Okay, man, that's it for me. Done for the day. Probably gonna leave this alone now because market's just, wow, it's gonna pump eventually. But trade pre-market. But thanks everybody for coming on. Really appreciate it. If you need any accounts to take profit trader, please use code JW. Need any accounts to trade day, please use JWT. Elite Trader Funding. There's a link in the chat. But yeah, that's it, man. Thanks for everybody coming on and chatting, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one. Be careful in the market.